This is Tom Robleski, the political editor of the Staten Island Advance. We're in our Borough Hall Bureau office today with County Clerk and former GOP South Shore City Councilman Stephen Fiala. We'll start with a little presidential politics. Obviously a very big win for Hillary Clinton this week in the Pennsylvania primary. How do you view the Democratic race?
Two observations. One is Obama cannot seal the deal. He cannot nail this thing down. And the second observation is that Hillary Clinton has proven herself to be quite tenacious, quite a fighter, and has really, in my mind's eye, become her own person, separate and apart from her husband or anybody else. I mean, she is the comeback kid many times over. Mm-hmm. I also think there's a war going on between the media, the establishment, and the public. All of these contests tell me that the public has said to the Democratic establishment, to the pundits, and to the media that we're going to decide this. We're not going to be driven by polls or what the talking heads on TV say every night. We'll decide this on our own timetable. So I take Hillary Clinton at her word that she's going to the convention, and I have no idea what's happening at that point.
Obviously, Obama has caused a lot of excitement in politics, and American politics has burst on the scene, raises money, seemingly at will, as we've written. Why can't he seal the deal? I mean, any voters in Ohio, voters in Pennsylvania especially, they know that Democrats, if they wanted this race over, and obviously they don't, they could have voted for Obama. They could have ended the primary. What is it about Obama? Why can't he seal the deal?
If you asked me that question 3 months ago, I would have used the terminology that so many others have used, that he's transformative, he's a transformational leader. There's no question, as an orator, he's brilliant. But I'm not sure that he's a transformational leader anymore, as much as we are in transformational times. And I think we underestimate the anxiety that the public feels, the anger that the public feels, and the intelligence of the public. They've been spoon-fed Obama for most of this race. Mm-hmm. And Obama's been the beneficiary of a biased media. I have to tell you, and being on the other side, it's amazing to watch, but I've heard Democratic consultants saying they've never seen a media so biased. It's not toward Republicans, mm-hmm. toward Hillary Clinton. It wasn't until Saturday Night Live started to parody the whole thing that the media started to look at him with any seriousness. It's a sad commentary on the state of our politics. I don't think he can seal the deal because he's not the real deal in the majority of voters that remain in their eye. He is a brilliant orator. He's inspirational. But people aren't willing to buy yet because they haven't seen enough. Hillary Clinton is proving that after each round, bloodied as she may be, she's willing to get up and go again. With each round that Obama has to go through, he seems a little less attractive in the eye of Democratic primary voters.
All this Democratic turmoil, obviously not a bad thing for the Republican Party. You were a supporter of Senator John McCain. I mean, how do you think Republicans can take advantage of this, and how do you think this is playing out in terms of a general election style strategy?
John McCain is the best positioned Republican to run in this particular year. Winning the primaries as early as he did was a shock to most, mm-hmm. and we had our own problems internally. But we're in general election mode, and I think Republicans understand that in a year when Democrats have a built-in advantage, because the White House is controlled by the Republicans, the war is not terribly popular, the economy is challenging for many, it's not a far stretch to say that, well, the Republican Party would suffer at the polls. Who is best equipped with an R after their name to bridge the gap between the Republicans and the Democrats? It's always been John McCain. He reaches out to independents, and based on yesterday's exit polls, 25% of Hillary Clinton's supporters have said that if Senator Obama is the nominee, they will vote for John McCain. Mm-hmm. 18% said they will stay home. that doesn't bode well for the Democratic Party. And I think there's similar numbers for Senator Obama. The point is that John McCain is able to steal Democratic votes at a far greater number than either Senator Obama or Senator Clinton are able to steal Republican votes. So I think Senator McCain is ideally positioned, and I think his steadfastness on the war, his own quirky style, his authenticity, his war hero status, and the statements that he's made that he'd rather lose an election than lose in a war, which speak volumes about his personal integrity and character, are ultimately what will have him cross the finish line as the next president.